everybody, and welcome to the podcast for the Metaphysical Society for Conscious Living. My name is Lorraine Jensen, and I am your host. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing a dear friend, Paula Montagne, and she is going to speak today on trance channeling and psychic surgery. Welcome, Paula.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. Now, Paula will be speaking at the Unitarian Fellowship Hall at 595 Townsite Road in Nanaimo on October the 3rd at 7 p.m. We ask that you bring a cash donation of about $15. Now, let me tell you about who we are, the Metaphysical Society, as well as what Paula is going to talk about that evening, and then we'll jump right into our chat.
Awesome.
So the Metaphysical Society for Conscious Living, it helps people seeking community, connection, and spiritual development to feel inspired and empowered. And we do that by providing enlightening experiences through seminars, workshops, podcasts, fairs, as well as conferences. Now let's get to Paula and her talk. Paula is a Cree Metis Spirit Talker. Paula is a Cree Metis Spirit Talker, communicator who has always seen spirits, but she didn't develop her professional mediumistic and trance channeling abilities until 2013. That's only 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And you've always seen spirits. So I'd like to have a separate conversation just about what you've done all these years and how that shows up in your life, because I don't think you're the only one.
No, I'm not.
I don't think you're the only one. And I think that's why we have such a great following and all these people coming to our workshops and events, because people also have that feeling, and sometimes we don't know what to do with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Paula has trained with many great tutors, including Tony Stockwell and many others. Her passions are trance channeling and communications, as well as spirit healing. Paula is a Cree Metis Spirit Talker communicator who has always seen spirits, but she didn't begin to develop her professional mediumistic and trance channeling until about 2013. So I don't know how old you are, but there's a bit of a stretch there between always being able to see spirit and not starting to own it, maybe until 2013, or know what to do with it, or
Partially, yeah. I think it's
yeah,
how to control it so that you're not having terrifying visions.
right. Okay, that's a great way to put it. And I don't believe you're the only one. I think there are many, many, many people, and that's perhaps we have such a great following of people that come out every first and third Thursday of the month to listen to people like you that have, you're all owning the talents that we all have.
Exactly. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Very well put.
I just want to go on to say that Paula has trained with many great tutors, and including Tony Stockwell, who is quite a famous medium. Her passions are trance channeling and communications, as well as spirit healing. And spirit healing is also known as psychic surgery. Paula believes that as a channel for the spirit world, that she has a responsibility to be clear of any conduit as possible. And her motto is, get out of the way. I love it. Just get out of the way. I think that we could do that as humans on this side. Just get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So the talk will cover the history of channeling and psychic surgery. After the break, she will go on to do a demonstration with all the participants in the room with a question and answer from the guides and a general healing in the room. So I, for one, I'm super excited to be there. And I know I'm not the only one. So October the 3rd, we'll all be there. Now, I'd like to start with a question that I'm sure I'm not the only one that has this question. What on earth, well, not even on earth, what is psychic surgery?
Well, psychic surgery, it is a way of healing. And it manifests in many different ways. However, we know it from the faith healers of the Philippines, say, for example, or John of God. And they are people that have connected to the spirit realm and then have gotten out of the way in such a manner that then the physicians, the surgeons, and the healers can come and work through them. So this is all energetic medicine. So it's similar to Reiki in the concept of being energy medicine, but it's different in that these beings that come in actually lived at one point on the planet, on the earth, and they had specializations. So for example, if I bring in a surgeon, he'll come in and he'll work with the client or the person attending
Really?
me, and they may feel things moving in their body. Some people say they see them. Some people say they feel an intense sensation of a hand on them or somebody pushing them. Yesterday, a client told me she felt them come in and they're pushing her hips and aligning her body. And people feel different things, but it's all energetic. And in the Philippines, some still use the sensational methods where they stick their hands into people and they make a cut, like cut an opening, stick their hands in, and they go in that way. But that is out of favor now because it's so dramatic, and it's also it's a way that a lot of people can fake it by using animal blood and whatnot. Now they don't do it that way. Then they say that they don't do it that way because it is too sensational, that it's caused a controversy, and that they don't need to do it that way. They can do it all energetically.
Wow. Wow. We've
Yeah.
come a long way.
It has come a long way, and it's amazing because even John of God, who's a famous Brazilian healer, thousands have gone to see him. Even, Oprah Winfrey and the great Wayne Dyer have been to
Wow.
see John of God. This was before his downfall, which was unfortunate, but he had the gift. He had the gift of sitting in a deep, relaxated state, which we call trance, and then moving their consciousness out of the way so that the healers and everyone could come in and do their work. And if we just stay out of the way, they are able to manifest the healing and to bring it forth for the clients.
And I believe that is so true for us on Earth.
Yeah.
But just get out of the way. Get
Yeah.
out of it.
It's the same with mediumship, right? If we can be a clear conduit and channel, all we have to do is get out of the way and allow them to speak to us, and they will.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of not getting your brain in there and trying to second guess what's being given to you. Just give what you get. That's what I always say. I always just give what I'm given.
Beautiful. I
Mhm.
love it. So next question, what is trance channeling?
So trance channeling, again, going to a deep, relaxing state of a meditation called trance, where you're actually taking your consciousness to such a deep level of release almost, that you are allowing those from the spirit realm and even higher realms. You can bring in angels, you can bring in guides from other planetary dimensions and let them speak through you. So
Wow.
that's exactly what I do is I'll sit into a deep meditative state. I will move my consciousness, subconscious out of the way. So in my mind, I'm sitting on a lake or a river watching the fish go by and just relaxing. And then I can hear them coming in and speaking through me. So it's guidance. Usually it's wisdom or guidance. If I'm doing a one-on-one session with somebody, they'll get to ask questions. So it'll be geared towards them. It's much like the way Esther Hicks works with Abraham or Bashar Cryon. It's the same idea. So
Wow. So what do they say?
it depends on who's sitting there and what needs to be heard. For example, if I'm working within a large group, it might be a general message of wisdom about something everybody needs to hear. If I'm working one-on-one with a client, it'll be something very specific to them. And they will even ask, are there questions? And they will take questions and they will answer them. So that is always really fascinating and cool because I don't know what's going to be said. I don't know what topics are going to come up. I'm just simply getting out of the way so that this can be done, right? And I'm always amazed. It's always magical. It always seems to be exactly what was needed.
It always is.
Yeah.
Everything always is.
Oh yeah.
Everything always is. I really believe that we just all need to trust the process. Whatever process we're doing, whether it's cooking dinner,
Yeah.
Going to a big meeting or doing the work that you're doing. It's trusting the process.
Exactly, right?
You know, and I love it when people pay so much money to come and see people like yourself, and then they don't trust what they're saying.
Yeah, I know. I know. And I'm always saying to my clients that you can get the information yourself if you simply sit in a quiet spot, or even you don't have to sit. Some people find that difficult to sit and meditate, but you can do walking meditation. You can meditate when you're doing something you love. But if you're in a space where you are not thinking and you're just accepting and receiving, you can ask the questions and they will give you the answers. Your guides, your highest self, whoever it is that you communicate with. So you don't actually need somebody like me to be the conduit, to be the in-between. You know, you can learn to do it yourself.
Yeah, and so many of us don't trust our own, because we're so used to having conversations with ourselves that we don't really trust our own answers. So we get it from you and you tell us what we already know and we go, oh,
Exactly, right. And I always love that in a session when they're speaking to people, or I'm bringing through somebody who's giving me information, and they go, "Oh, I knew that," and I'm like, "Of course you did. You know everything that I'm going to say,
yes.
or everything that they are going to give you, and you know all the answers. You just don't trust."
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. So on the evening of October the 3rd, you're going to do a general healing.
Mhm.
And what exactly is that?
So what that is I will go into a trance state and call in the physicians, the surgeons, and the healers, and they will come in and they will go out into the audience. They'll feel who needs what. And what they sometimes do is they'll address certain people in the audience. So
Mm.
say, for example, they feel somebody who has dietary issues. They might say, "Can I come to you? You have issues with digestion, and we're going to work on your system. However, we recommend," and they may give recommendations. "We recommend that you cut out dairy, for example, or we recommend you take digestive enzyme." Like they work like that. Or they might go to somebody else and say, "Oh, you have headaches all the time. We're going to work on that part of your psyche, your brain, your physicality, and help relieve and reduce those for you."
Wow.
Yeah. And then they'll just their presence is healing. So just even if
Yes.
people don't get a one-on-one healing, they don't call on them, they still give a general healing to the entire room. It's
Well, I
quite
mean,
magical.
you and I right now are practicing intention circle together,
Yeah.
right? We're sitting in circle once a week and setting our intentions. There's between 4 and 6 of us every week. And it's the same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's just sitting in that space for that bit of time and feeling that support and energetic healing that comes from that. And it's magical.
Yeah. And that's exactly it, Lorraine, is it's intention. It's
Yeah,
all intention.
everything's intention.
Yeah. So
Everything in this realm is intention.
yeah, exactly. And if you intend to be well, and this is something that when I'm doing a trance communication with my circle, because I have a circle just for trance communication and healing, we will give each other messages. They'll give a general reading for the room. And a lot of things they've been saying lately is about this. It's about intention, manifestation, and knowing that you're more than what you are. They keep saying you are more powerful than you think you are. And this is a big message right now, that they're trying to get everyone to realize that anything that you desire can be yours. You simply have to create it in your mind
Yeah.
and then focus on it, feel it, and it will be so. But get out of the way.
And trust the process.
Exactly.
Trust, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wow.
Oh,
So I'm so looking forward to being there on October the 3rd. Is there anything else that you want to say in order to feel complete today?
oh, gee. I think just that, everybody has a degree of abilities.
Mhm.
We can all develop to a certain degree. I mean, sometimes people call themselves a natural born medium, which, I feel I am because I've been seeing spirits since I was a little one. But I think anybody can do it. I mean, you can be at any point in your life where you decide that you wish to communicate with the spirit world. And you can do that. It's, again, intention, and it's opening up and trusting that the information that you are or desiring will be there. Right. And that it isn't just your imagination, because that's the other part, is when we
Yes.
first start developing and you start to come in and you're getting all this information from someone in spirit, you're going, I'm making this up, aren't I? You often don't trust, right? That,
Right.
oh yeah, I'm smelling cigarette smoke. I'm feeling that possibly died of cancer. I feel it's a male, and all these things. And you're going, am I making this up? But it's like, no, you have to trust in what they're giving you and then go with it. And then once you do that, more and more comes,
Absolutely.
right? It's just like manifestation. Once
Yeah.
you reach a certain energetic level, that energy matches energy, and it becomes more and more and more,
Yes.
right? So
Absolutely.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
So
So
it's a beautiful thing.
I always say that the solution to all of this is just to be happy and stay happy,
Yeah.
to find a way to joy and stay there,
Yeah.
because that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
And the magic is happening anyway when you're living in joy. So why not just live in joy?
Yeah.
Make it a choice for one day
Yeah.
and see what happens.
And I know Esther Hicks had said that, well, Abraham had said that, who's channeled through Esther, is that if you are miserable and you have a negative thought, you can change that within 17 seconds. If you can change that thought within 17 seconds, you can create the next positive thought. So change your negative to a positive, and then match that with another positive, and match that with another
Yep.
positive. And then it just starts to happen more naturally. And the more that you do that, the more you can raise your vibration, and the more that you're going to get those things that match that vibration, right?
Absolutely.
And it's the same with
So true.
negativity. If you
Absolutely.
focus on the events that are going on in the world, and I know they're devastating and they're horrible, but if you continue to focus on that, and that's what the negative collective wants us to do, because the light is winning. We can go down a rabbit hole with all this, but because the light is winning, we're at the tipping point. If we continue to grow and expand and become that which we believe we can become, it can happen quite easily. But so there's this resistance, there's this fight. And so we're seeing a lot of negativity and a lot of destruction and pain and suffering in the world, but we still cannot focus on that.
That's
Because
right.
then they win. We have to focus on the beautiful things. Be grateful. Be grateful, right? Yeah.
And living where we live, I just have to go outside,
Yeah, right?
and there's the ocean and there's the people. And if I don't feel good about something in the moment, I just go outside,
Yeah, exactly.
go and smile at somebody else.
Yeah,
When I brighten up somebody else's day, my day brightens up. It's too easy.
it is, right?
It's too easy.
I know. And doing charity work for me, that's the same thing, or just smiling at somebody, but even doing something a little, above and beyond that isn't about you. It always does affect you in a beautiful,
Of
positive
course
way.
it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does. We get what we give,
Yes.
give what we get.
Yeah. So,
Wonderful. Thank you, Paula.
yeah, you're so welcome.
So again, I invite you all to join us on October the 3rd at the Unitarian Fellowship Hall at 7 p.m. And the Unitarian Fellowship Hall is at 595 Townsite Road. And Paula, how do we get in touch with you to follow up and book an appointment?
You would catch me or find me at spiritsconnections.com or spiritsconnections@gmail.com.
Wonderful, thank you. We'll
And
have
would you
that on
like
the
a
bottom.
demonstration?
Sure, sure,
I mean, I can give you a brief demonstration of what channeling is.
sure.
And then you could see, just because I don't want anyone to be scared either, right?
No,
Because,
that's great. So let me be the guinea pig. That's fine.
all right. So basically what I'll do is I'll get into my communication, and then they will come in, and for me, they come in with a big laugh generally, and then they'll
Nice.
start speaking. Okay, they'll keep it short because they know this is a shorter interview and that
Yep.
it needs to be brief. And then yeah, and they may give healing as they're doing it. I can already feel the healers here. I can already feel it happening. So just enjoy that, and that will be anyone that watches the podcast should be able to feel that as well.
So what do I do?
Just
I
sit.
just breathe. Just breathe.
Just sit and breathe.
Oh.
While I'm going in, you can talk to people about upcoming events or the date and all that. And then when they will laugh when they're ready.
Okay, let's go, everybody.
All right. See you on the other side. Hello. We're very pleased to be with you here today. We thank you so very much for allowing us to come forth and to share some information with you that we would love to beseech and bestow upon those who are listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are so very loved. You have no idea, no comprehension of how deeply loved you are. You are beautiful beings who are here for a purpose. You are here with reason. You are not by accident. You have not evolved from nothing to become nothing. You are a beautiful manifestation. Yes, we use the word manifestation, a beautiful manifestation of spirit realm, wishing and bringing, breathing you into life. You are amazing. You are here for many reasons. You are here at firstly, to learn how to manifest, to learn how to bring forth your desires into physical realm. This is why you are here, dear ones. You are naturally abundant. You are naturally well. You are naturally full of love and joy. You yourselves get in your way. You yourselves create blockages so that your natural self may not shine through at times. This is often called in your realm trauma. You may deal with trauma. You may deal with sickness, illness, and dis-ease in your physical realm, or you will not be such in the energetic spiritual realm. When you return to the highest and greatest good that you are, these things will melt away. For now, we must, and we would love to tell you to hang tough, dearest ones, to raise your vibration, to live with love, to live with joy, to be kind, not only to your fellow man, but to yourself. Mm-hmm. This is of utmost importance in our energetic shift. As you shift and become all that you are, all that you can be, you will feel and see the growth through the manifestation around you. Thus, we wish you well, we wish you happiness, we wish you joy, we wish you magic. And joy, magic, and manifestation, dear ones. You can have all that you desire. We simply must focus, believe, receive, and allow. We thank you, dearest one, for having us here today. We look forward to seeing you and everyone else after more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Ooh, it just takes me a second to come back here.
You know what was really cool?
Mhm.
Your screen was moving.
Like that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
your hands weren't moving, but your screen was moving up and down.
Oh, up and down.
Yeah, like it was
Oh.
moving around. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Watch it on the video, on the recording.
Oh, I will.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was awesome.
Thank
Great
you.
message. Great message. So if you want to be a part of a greater message or another great message, please come and join us on October the 3rd. We look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.